Shakura, we are back with the Japanese band who have been, to be honest, quite exciting the last couple of times I heard them. Only done a few reactions to this band, but it feels like every time I listen to one of their new songs when it comes out, it always feels like it's just a little bit more interesting than the last. And the last song I reacted to by them, I remember being just genuinely quite something that really quite got me wrapped up. I was just enjoying the melody, enjoying the whole energy. It was quite bright and colourful, but this latest single that has just dropped, this is called Kenki, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which basically means disgust. And, you know, this first frame looks pretty dark, so I feel like we're going in a different direction. Now, I am a big fan of variation, so I want it to wrap me up and excite me as much as that last song did, but assumedly in a different way. Look, anyway, as mentioned, this band's been coming up a bit on my reactions, a bit as well on my Twitch live streams, which is just the thing I do with the community. Most of the songs I react to are on the YouTube, though. So anyway, I am just looking forward to seeing what we get from this. Kind of exciting. It's a nice brief song again, 3¼ minutes long, so let's enjoy it, see what we get. No sound. There it is. Forgive me. I thought it was going to be mellow, but it's bouncy straight away. Oh, she's a bit of a hoarder. I love the actress's whole like demeanor. Oh my god! I'm feeling uncomfortable just looking at her place. Ooh. Love the lively feel on the piano and the drums. It's making our movement feel so much more tangible. That's an interesting chorus, all kind of in the higher notes there. Musical home invasion. I always feel like this video is being told in reverse or something. Like our house is gonna get more messy. Yeah, okay. I guess that at the perfect moment. Oh. That piano usage is beautiful. But no one in the band is playing piano. Why do we keep on getting this? Songs with like really great piano and keyboard lines and then no one in the band's playing it. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. I really hope they play that piano bit on stage. I mean, I don't care if it's a backing track. I actually genuinely don't care if it's a backing track. The most important thing is that one of the members of the band played that in the studio. Because that's like such an integral part of the song. That so much of the fun of this song is coming from the piano. I really want that to be something that they wrote in and recorded themselves. Actually, there was some credits in there. Did the credits account for that? This is going to be more music video credits, isn't it? Look, let's leave the credits on screen first of all, because that was really just nice. That was an example of how to do like a music video, which is like, you know, fairly low key, but really give it a lot of energy. Came out 3 hours ago, 1.2 thousand views already. Loving that the band's got 38,000 subscribers now. Good for them. So what I basically got from this, if I'm honest with you, is that this is a really great example of how to do a song that on its surface is just kind of like a nice, melodic, funky kind of song, but it's really brought to life just by the sense that you can feel kind of, I use the word tangible, and I've used that word for things before because I think it's a really good word. When you can really feel like the hands of the musician on each note. Piano is a very good instrument for that as a general, but so is the drums. You know, when you hear a drum kit and it's laying down a beat, but you can really feel every tap, just the nuances and just the slight differences between each time the snares hit, each time the hats hit. Those little differences, when you can feel them, it kind of gives everything this liveliness. I don't know, it just brings it to life so much more. And this recording really had that, which again took something which was a fairly mellow, low-key kind of song, not overly in your face, and just gave it this kind of life, this kind of soul to it. And that's actually a really good idea because, again, this is a song where it's all the subtleties that really make this nice. There's nothing big or bombastic happening that we haven't heard before, but it feels kind of honest. The chorus, is it the catchiest chorus ever? I don't know. See how I feel like if I'm still having it stuck in my head in a few weeks from now? I feel like it's one of those choruses where when it's on, you're really enjoying it, but it's not going to stick in your head and make you remember it for months at a time. This doesn't feel like sort of, Chakara's big single that's going to change everything for them. Well, they're already going in a great direction, but this to me just feels like a really solid song that you can enjoy, and if it ever comes on, you're just going to immediately want to just kind of bounce along to it. And it's also a great example of what happens when you get a nicely written song and you put it through the filter of a good mix, a good production, and more importantly than anything, a good band. Vocalist, again, I don't know the members' names yet, but the vocalist, she's got a lovely voice. Just the whole band, though, really delivers on this. I honestly, I got a good kick out of this, but I felt it was something of a simple pleasure. Something of a simple pleasure rather than a world-altering thing. It was something where, as someone who likes this style of music, you'll be able to come back around to it, put it in a playlist, enjoy it every time it comes on. I think the video did a lot to add a certain degree of charm to it. It's kind of funny because the room this is set in, of all places, even though I've been in Japan for years now, it actually reminds me of a room that I used to, it used to be like the living room in a share house I lived in, well, kind of shared house I lived in back in London. We used to, I invited some musician friends around, and we used to play in that front room, and it looked a bit like this, and the other person who lived there did have a habit of leaving stuff around, so it ended up looking a little bit messy. Not quite like the hoarder's paradise this became, but I was looking at it thinking, oh, that kind of reminds me of that feeling. So in a way, it was a very atmospheric video. They did a good job of adding a lot of feeling to it. I think the central actress, she was great. She did a really good job of conveying the emotion on her face and just her whole performance. Yeah, this was a ton of fun. Nicely done, adds a nice sense of emotion. It's a good song. It's not going to be one of those ones where it's going to stand out and be like song of the year or anything, but it's definitely going to be one of those songs where if you're a fan of the genre, or if you're a song of Chakra, or if you just kind of want something nice to put in a playlist that's just going to kind of add a little bit of funk and a little bit of fun and just have a good energy without being too in your face, I think this is really it. I think this is a really good song. So I will definitely recommend this one. There you go, that's my thoughts. Anyway, get in the comments, tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.